Strobe lights off, please. I'm drunk. All right, guys. Let's give it up for the sisters, Stephen, Connie, Rick, and Vanessa. Did you guys enjoy the voice? Yes, that's right. At this time, I want to have the judges on stage. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, what company you're from. JayZ, AJ, Xavier. Ladies first.
Hi, I'm Dirrigl. I am the acting coach at Panel Jamming JayZ.
How's it going, guys? I'm Xavier Fuentes. Originally I'm from California. Right now I live in Michigan, Texas. I am one of the owners of Panel Jamming JayZ. I used to play with Banda XZ. I don't know if any of you guys know what that is. Also, still a student at Panel, and I work at local at the mall. So if you guys are at the mall in McAllen, stop by, say hi, okay? Nice to meet you guys.
Hi, I'm Leal from 107.9 Mix FM. Thank you. I'm the radio production director, imaging consultant, and also assistant music director, so I'm kind of the guy that kind of scouts for new and upcoming artists who are able to hit the radio. So that's one of the reasons why I'm enjoying being here and listening to all these artists, because at the end of the day, it's all about who you can impress at the record label level. And getting up there is why JayZ and I are here. We're the guys that are able to make that call, so really good being here. Hi guys, so my name is Xavier JayZ from Leal 104. Basically, I'm a jack of all trades. I work in Corpus Christi, I work in the Rio Grande Valley, and I work in El Paso, Texas. Pretty much I do production for all those three cities, so it's a variety of everything. So I've gone from Ramon Ayala to Los Ramos del Norte, Los Locales de Tijuana to Lil Wayne, introducing multiple artists, and it's something that's really good. I'm the assistant program director for Leal 104. I work with Johnny O as my boss. And basically, I've had a great time, by the way. And round of applause to each and every one of you guys, because you guys were amazing tonight. And thank you, on behalf of all of us, we really do appreciate you inviting us and having us out.
All right, guys, let's give it up for our judges and contestants for the premiere voice at Envy Nite Club. Make some noise!
This is the first day we're doing the contest. I noticed there were some parts where you're going a little flat, but again, I can understand for being on stage and being in front of the people. Work a little bit on your. Utilize the microphone a little closer. There was parts where I can actually hear you very much. So work on that. You got a lot of stage. I would use the stage a little bit more. You got to remember, when people come out here, they're going to come out here and they're thinking about the money. And they're going to say, you know what, I want that money. I want it now. So you got to come out here and say, you know what, I want it. I'm going to do it right. And come out. But other than that, I can see you doing a good job the next round.
And so that was a really good performance. I actually work on hand with a couple of Spanish radio stations. I know a lot of record labels in the Spanish group of things. A lot of what they like is eye contact. Okay, I was noticing you were closing your eyes a couple of times there, probably because it was such an emotional performance for you. Am I right? Do you have an emotional connection with that song? Yes, I can see that. It's good, get that emotion, that's fine, but at some point in the performance, you need to kind of take a back burner the emotion, okay? At this point, it's more about performing and singing than it is about tearing or anything like that. It's good to share that emotion with the audience, and I appreciated that. So I think the next round, you'll be 100 times better.
Hi, Lucinda. I actually really appreciated the emotion that you put into your performance. I thought it was beautiful and compelling, and you reminded me of a Spanish Adele. And that's why I was okay with the fact that you didn't run it through on the stage, because we could really just focus and listen to your voice. The one thing, though, that I So maybe next time pick a song that showcases your voice more. The mariachi was beautiful, but I want to hear more of your voice.
Okay, listen up. I'm gonna start off with emotion. Yes, emotion. You know that song. Looks like you had a lot of emotion. Don't forget, use that emotion. Use it as power. Okay. Also, yeah, like JayZ said, don't be afraid to use the stage. You know, go back to right. However you want. Don't be afraid to get into with the crowd. You know, look at everyone. You know, make eye contact. Get involved with everyone. Use that emotion. And also, yes, also, you know, you gotta have the microphone, you know, a little more closer to your mouth. And also, just don't forget to breathe, you know, in your diaphragm. With that, you know, has a lot more power, and so we can hear you, you know, with also, you know, the tug of war of the instrumental, so we can hear you a little more better, okay? Good job.
Yeah. All right,
First of all, it was a good performance. I actually like that. There was a couple of issues that I've noticed. I think you, just with the nervousness of the entire audience, you know, you do get it. It's intimidating at times. Lost maybe a couple of words. I do like the way you carried yourself and you kept on key. You were utilizing the microphone. I see you have a lot of potential, and I say that because I'm sure when you're by yourself, you express yourself a lot more. I just expect the line to pop out and be like, "Rrr," you know what I mean? So I want to see that from you. Next time you come on stage, I want you to come up here and just give it all you got, because it's there. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid of the microphone. If you've got to just act like nobody's in front of you, just do your thing and just do it. And we come out here and you'll, as they would say, you're in it to win it, buddy. It's pretty good. You did a good job.
In it to win it. Is that copyrighted, Jay? Steven, first and foremost, your confidence level was 100%. I mean, I saw you were looking at the audience was looking at you, were engaging. Even I was like, damn, this is a good performance. The only thing that I would recommend for a song that you're going to do on a singing competition is something where I can hear you go a little higher. Okay, there's a lot of, that's great, but I want to hear you just belt it out every once in a while. Take us all by surprise and like, oh my goodness, this guy needs a $300, okay? On top of that, the bridge going in, breathing was good. You were a little pitchy there. You got a little flat. That's going to happen. I mean, I actually spoke with Kelly Clarkson, and that's her biggest fear, is going flat live. And I think that's going to be universal with any performance anywhere. Other than that, man, you're in it to win it. Can I say that one? Can I do it again? Number 2? Good job, man.
Hi, Steven. I thought the way that you engaged the crowd was really genius. You know, you had them cheering the entire time, which is half the battle. If you can get people to watch you, then you're halfway there. You have amazing breath control, and I think that's great. Sometimes some singers have a really hard time being able to support those longer notes, but it seems to become pretty effortless to you. The only thing is that when you pick a song like Roar, which is an empowerment ballad, it's all about the energy and making everyone around you feel so great and so excited. And so I would have loved to just see a little bit more energy and just kind of just utilize everything that you've got and give it your all. That would have been great. Diction was a little bit of an issue for me in some of the short sentences going into the chorus, where she has a little, you know where I'm talking about. It's the little short start and stop sentences. But other than that, I think if you just polish it up a little bit, it'd be a great performance.
Steven, buddy, I like your choice of song. It was a great choice of song. I like you carried the notes very well, but you took it down an octave. You know, I've never heard a guy sing this song before, but you took it down an octave, which I think it held you back a little bit. You know, next round, I want you to pick another song that you think, you know, you'll be able to, you know, let all emotion out, because I felt like that song held you back just a little bit. Also, you know, you're moving a little bit, but again, don't be afraid to use up all the stage, okay? Great, you interacted with the crowd, eye contact, everything was good. Great performance, buddy.
Connie. Round of applause, Connie. You did a great job. You know, I love the fact that you connected well with that song, and that's something that we look for, and interacting with a lot of artists that we do with the radio station, and And that's something that they focus on. They want to connect. And when you connect with somebody and they can feel that emotion, that's what you did tonight. It was so good I wanted to throw a leaf. I was like, oh my goodness, this is what we're talking about. By far, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best performance of the night.
I don't even know what to say. That was just an amazing performance. Not only do I want to give your name to like 5 or 6 record labels right now, of course we still have some weeks to go here. Your personality, just the way you made me want to tear. I wanted to tear just looking at it because I knew there was a story there. So Connie, beautiful job. A little pitchy at times, but that's going to happen with every performance, like I've said already. So, bravo.
Hi, Connie. First of all, from one performer to another, I have to applaud you for singing a cappella because it is the single scariest thing that anyone can do, and I don't think that people realize that. So, hats off to you. I didn't write notes because I was so taken away by your performance, and that's because I don't even speak Spanish, honey. I was just blown away. I was in there with you with the emotion. Really, the only thing I can say is remember, I felt you right here up with me, and I want everyone else in the audience to feel that too. So give them a little bit of love. It's not always about impressing the judges. Turn a little bit to the left, to the right, give them some love too. I agree with JayZ that you are going to be.
Connie, wow. So I think everyone is just like jaw dropped. Yeah. Amazing. First of all, I want to say I've been to other judging competitions for singing, and I've never seen any contestant do it a cappella. This is the first time, and it was awesome. I love how you had a lot of power, a lot of emotion, your hand gestures. Everything was perfect. Just a little more walking. Also, I have my own banda. I have a banda sinaloense. I know, Mexican regional music. No joke, you reminded me of Jenny Red. You ended up you know what? Next time I want to hear one of those songs from Jenny Red. You know Jenny Red, right? Of course, everyone. You have so much power, so much emotion. I've seen her so many times in concert, and her brother Leal, and you reminded me so much of her. You have so much power. Next time I want to hear a song from her and see how you do. Okay? Awesome. Good job.
Rick. You scared me a little bit at first. I was like, whoa, what's going on? At times you sounded like a drunk man. And what's going on is that I think it was the wrong song. When you're in a competition, you want to choose the song that shows the range and your versatility within it and what you can do in your vocals. I think that's probably what happened because you say you're a producer, correct? And you work on music, and I'm more than sure you know that this was not the best performance. But I give you props for coming up here and doing what you do. Another thing is that you've got to remember, forgetting vocals is one of the biggest no-nos you can do. You've got to imagine yourself, going to a concert, and if somebody's going to go out there and go and pay, $50, $60, $70, $90 to see a performance from an artist and they forget the vocals, it's not like what happened. So just work on that and think about just pick a better song, something where you can really, like I said, utilize your vocals. And I said, I'm sure you're a great singer, but this was probably not your best performance.
Well, first of all, I'm a little jealous that you pointed to Xavier, not me, with like the man that... Okay, we all know your truth today. I'm going to second JayZ on this. It's very... a feeling of fear comes over you when you forget that next word, and then you forget the next word after that, and you're just like, oh my goodness, I don't know what the heck's going on anymore. And when that happens, it's important to embrace your creativity. It's important to tell the audience that it's okay, I am messing up, but I'm going to sing whatever the hell I want to sing right now just to make it happen, okay? because that will be the end of you on that performance. You could have picked a much better song. I'll second that on JayZ at the same time. And just control that breathing, control your vocals just a little bit more, and just be very confident. Don't always look at us, you know, it's important to kind of look at the audience and make sure you're feeding off of the audience at the same time. Overall, pick a better song next time. Let's work a little bit on not the music production side of everything, but the actual singing and performance side of things.
Hi, Rick. So I want to share with you a little secret, performer to performer. When you forget things, you don't want to show the audience. When you forget things, this is your opportunity to flirt, instruct your stuff, and go around, whether it's like giving people fives or going up to someone cute in the audience and shimmying a little bit, you know, work the stage, calm your nerves until you can pick up where you left off and keep going. And that can apply in any medium, whether you're acting, dancing, whatever. Because that way you still seem composed. Because as soon as you bent over and you went, oh shit, I forgot, we all knew that you forgot, and then you brought attention to the fact that you forgot. Had you just kind of, you know, like danced around a little bit, shook your butt, you know, we would have brought back into the fact that it was part of the performance. I think that the reason you got lost is there were a lot of lyrics. Maybe you pick something a little slower, so there's less lyrics, and to memorize it would be easier for you. But keep trying. I think you can do it. You've got a good energy about you. You got the crowd going, and that's half the battle. So just pick an easier song next time, and I bet you it will go so much smoother.
First, I want to start off with AJ. Don't be jealous. It's okay. Hey, bro. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Actually, Rick. First off, don't forget about breathing. Yeah, you gotta breathe, buddy. You gotta breathe so that those lyrics come out. Also, I couldn't really, hear what you were saying. You were mumbling a little bit. Also, yeah, I think that song had a lot of lyrics to go with it. Also, with the part where you messed up, you do not want to show, the crowd you messed up. Because in my band, when we had people mess up, everyone looked at everyone like, oh my God, he messed up. We do not want to do that. It's one of the worst things, on stage. But I do like you have a lot of movement. Also, we wearing the same pants. I think those are pretty cool. Where did you buy those? I like those. But other than that, buddy, yeah, pick another song that you think you're gonna be able to bring a lot of emotion. A lot of do the fullest you can with that song. Okay. But other than that, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the mistake. It happens to everyone. Nerves. Okay. Good job, Rick.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Sick? I don't think you even completed the song, right? No. Here's one of the things that as something being within programming, within being in radio and the entertainment industry, you really, really have to choose something that's similar and familiar to the audience. If you look at several shows on television, that's one of the biggest things. They're like, you need to choose wisely. I've never heard that song. I don't know what you were singing.
What's Keisha Cole?
It's Keisha Cole, and I give you Keisha Cole, but you've got to remember, Keisha Cole, there's what we look at, and I would look at and tell you, you've got your Beyoncé's, you've got your Mariah Carey, you've got your Kelly Clarkson, you got Keisha Cole that, is probably would be considered a D artist. And some of her songs aren't as recognizable. Other than that, I give you props for being, sick and still giving it out. You've got to remember, this is something within the competition. You can't, lyrics are really important and you can't forget them. It's important. Throw the pollo out, girl. Just spit it out. That's all you gotta do. You'll be all right. I'll personally go and wipe it up if I have to. But just think about that. So think about the next time you come on stage. Get something familiar, something where that you immediately, as soon as you start singing, people will start yelling because they know it immediately. So other than that, you didn't give me too much where I could actually critique you. But hopefully you do a better job next time.
I was actually writing notes on something I was planning on saying. It kind of surprised me a little bit as soon as you started singing, but it surprised me in a good way. I looked up because I was like, what voice is that? It sounded good to me. If you're sick, keep going. If it's hurting your throat, keep going. Well then, right there in the back, and we're good. A lot of competitions, it's not a karaoke competition. Yeah, okay, and it's okay to stop at a karaoke competition because there's about 200 drunk people who really don't give a damn. Okay? But we're trying to hear your voice. We're trying to tell you how to be a little bit better because that's what happens on radio, and that's ultimately the goal here. Okay, so maybe this next time something a little more familiar, like JayZ said, something that we're able to kind of sing along with you and able to see what the difference is between artist one and you. Okay. And I'm pretty sure next week you're going to come back and blow us away, hopefully.
Hi, Vanessa. I wish I could have heard you sing more. I understand how difficult it is to perform sick, but I was listening to the radio this morning, tonight before I got ready, and I was listening to Katy Perry, who sounded awful, about to go on at the O2 Arena. And you have to realize that when you want to be in this profession, or any profession where you have to perform publicly, sometimes you have to make that sacrifice and just push through it the best that you can. Or that means that you don't talk the day prior to when you sing, or you drink a lot of teas and you wrap your throat. You just gotta get through it because people are gonna expect a performance. I once performed with a girl who had her wisdom teeth taken out 2 hours prior to a show when we were on tour just because there wasn't any other person to go on for. So sometimes I just feel like you just gotta suck it up and push forward, and hopefully next week you have a better day.
Man, Vanessa, I wish you could keep going on that. Like, I've seen so many celebrities mess up, singers mess up. But when you mess up, it doesn't matter if you're singing the lyrics right or what. Just sing something. Just throw in anything other like Panel Jamming, pajamas, whatever. Just as long as you're saying something and you're making a show. Because don't forget, it's not just about the singer. You gotta also have a show. You gotta have a performance, okay? So for next week, get another song. Hey. It has a lot of bravery to get on that stage and sing, even when you're sick, because, I don't know if you've ever seen documentaries on the singers, when they do, concert videos, but there's so many singers that have, sang with food poisoning or, strep throat or whatever, anything, they'll sing no matter what, because, hey, money's money, we gotta make that money. So next week, hopefully next week we can sing something, okay?